He growled, hissed, and generally acted like freedom was a personal insult. Classic honey badger behavior.
This koala is finally heading home after getting some much-needed care. Watch as it quickly realizes it's time to say goodbye and gives its rescuers one last look, almost like a thank you for all their help.
After a full recovery from a critical level injury, this snowy owl was released back into the wild. With a joyful expression, it soared into the sky off the coast of Assateague Island. This coyote was freed from a leg hold trap by wildlife officials, scared but uninjured. But when she was being set free, she didn't even want to leave. Something tells me this girl is gonna be back to visit this man releasing her. Another group of flamingos heading back home. Freedom never looked so coordinated. A group of parrots, once huddled together in a cramped bird shop, finally got the freedom they deserved. After being rescued, they were released from their cages, chirping and flying into their new open world. The curious little owl perched, staring into the camera with wide, round eyes, almost as if posing for a shot. Then, with a swift flap of the wings, it flew off into the wind. After being hit by a car, this female caracal spent weeks recovering. When the time came for her release, she hesitated, displaying some aggression. But as she entered the wild, her instincts took over. She knew it was time to return home.
Lured you into a box with a tasty steak dinner.
This anteater, rescued after a dog attack, was released back into the wild. Cautious and alert, he slowly left his crate, ready to defend himself if necessary. Even though he didn't really see a threat, he couldn't believe he was safe. Once
Into the open sea. At first, it checks out the boat, almost like it doesn't want to leave. But soon enough, the little seal remembers this is its home and happily starts riding the waves.
Of young pythons there. Lovely, these are all pythons that they
a whole group of young pythons released at once. Yikes!
drape them on a bush like that so that they can make their own way.
This black-footed ferret is one of North America's rarest mammals, once thought extinct. Now, it's back on protected land. But for now, she prefers to stay in the hole. She'll explore later. This bald eagle was grounded with a wing injury. Now, after surgery and rehab, it's flying again near the Mississippi River. One strong flap, and it was like nothing ever happened. This dolphin was tangled and terrified until this Good Samaritan came to his rescue. This vulture stretched its wings out for one last pose after being freed, then lifted off like it never left the wind.
After a long journey, these elephants have finally found their freedom. For the first time in their lives, they get to call the shots and decide how to spend their days.
4.7 meters of raw power, set free.
Давай домой.
rescued from fishing nets and very happy to be set free.
Ударится, лови. Может, ей как-то что-то подставить? Вась, больно будет ей, поймай. О, все. Ты умничка, умничка. Давай. Побежала, сладкая.
The Blackfeet Nation released wild buffalo back onto tribal lands. The last of the bison to survive the slaughter of the 1800s were captured and sent to Canada, so it's only fitting for their descendants to live here too. The world's first known albino slow loris is going back where she belongs. This next two orphan coyotes rescued during baby season 2021 were released back into the wild. As they trotted away, their playful energy was everything. These two are probably going to rule these woods one day.
The big flight home. It's such a majestic sight. It's hard to imagine how this bird handled being cooped up during its treatment.
اللهم صل على محمد.
This one's not thrilled about cameras, but he's free. And that America's symbol of freedom gets its freedom.
Their love for freedom comes from Mother Nature, but the hard work of the Foundation staff will make it possible for them to survive.
After recovering from fish tackling injuries, the wild pelicans head back home.
Не бойся. Выходи. Давай. Отлично. Давай.
Hyenas get a bad rap, but you can't deny seeing this one regain his freedom is pretty wholesome.
Okay, watch your fingers, okay?
After nearly 40 years of medical testing, these chimps finally felt the warmth of the outdoors. One of them went around, hugging each of the others, as if saying, "We made it, we're free." The emotions were just overwhelming. This is as wholesome as it gets. A 14-foot-long crocodile was released back into Dunma Nature Park.
And so you can stand on either side of it.
Celebrating Pat's first birthday in the wild. Rescued after his nest collapsed, he's now soaring free. Happy first birthday, Pat! This porcupine was found, caught, and returned to the Michigan wilderness with maximum quill energy. Orphan Canada geese, once alone, were ready for their big moment. Stepping carefully out of their carrier, they seemed to sense their freedom, flying over the water to begin their new life. They were just waiting for a chance to matter again.
A group of 165 red deer were moved to a new region to be released.
A peregrine falcon is back in the wild skies it owns. The owl pauses, greets the wind, and then gone. Like a shadow. This roan antelope is rare and completely done with humans for the foreseeable future. After its rehabilitation, the wild monkey was released and sprinted straight to its family on the roof. An older monkey pulled it in close, and soon the others joined, wrapping it in a powerful embrace filled with love, relief, and unspoken joy. For the first time in over 400 years, a beaver is back in Plymouth. This 20-kilogram male was relocated from Scotland and released into a specially built urban rewilding enclosure. You can almost hear him thinking, yeah, this'll do.
Can have light and dark fur. The main difference is size. Adult male grizzlies can weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds and stand roughly 7 feet tall.
This gray fox had gotten caught in a trap meant for a skunk and injured his nail while trying to escape. After receiving quick treatment from wildlife vets, he was released back into the wild. But it didn't go without taking a second to thank the people who helped it get back into perfect shape.
At first, you might think these cute, cautious creatures don't want to leave their cages, but that's just their nature. Lorises are known for moving slowly. Maybe they're just taking their time to really enjoy their newfound freedom.
It's been wildfires and months of care, but this koala finally climbs home. IFAW Animal Rescue spent hours bringing this dolphin back. She spent about 4 seconds saying thank you. Amber and Pigeon, two brave sea lions, were finally released back into the wild after overcoming serious injuries and illness. With a countdown, they were set free from the boat, crashing into the waves, ready to hop right back into the lives they thought they'd left behind forever. This snowshoe hare was released and immediately became impossible to see.
Authorities in India released 196 deer into a local sanctuary with the aim of rebuilding the population. Judging by how eagerly the animals rushed, it's clear they were
Check out these bighorn sheep being released. Some bolt straight for the...
This young eagle recovered from an injury and was ready to go, but the crate apparently didn't get the memo. A missed zip tie changed the plan, but not the result. Polar Bear hesitated, clearly frightened by the unknown outside the cage he'd been confined to for so long. After a moment of uncertainty, he finally took his first step into the wild. With a glance back, it seemed like he was thanking his rescuers before disappearing into the vast open wilderness, free at last.
Meet Pigeon and Amber, two sea lions finally set free in the ocean after being rescued. After everything they've been through, they're finally back where they belong, enjoying their freedom. Spent the winter at the Montana Wildlife Center and are now being released. They quickly remember this is home and dash off to explore their surroundings.
This forest just got a serious upgrade. Nearly 100 wild horses were released in Nevada after roundup and fertility control. Here, it's not just about letting them go, it's about letting them stay. A couple of bighorns returned to Catalina Island. The Angolan giraffes were successfully released at Quartier after a long, challenging journey. The first one leapt towards freedom, but the second giraffe paused, almost in disbelief, before finally stepping into its new home. This little boy gave his fish the sweetest goodbye, gently releasing it back into the water. With a wave of his hand, he watched it swim away, already learning the beauty of freedom and respect for nature. He doesn't have time for this, he has tunnels to dig.
男生，我就搞不懂了，这个楼是有多么的好玩啊？是有多好？你过来，你把脸给我伸过来，过来。
Seconds, these little ones are about to experience their home for the very first time.
People were worried the eagle wouldn't be able to take off right after weeks of rehab.
This caiman was released after being tagged and checked by a vet as part of a population control study. It was clearly ready for this moment.
After a year of intensive care, moose calves Murphy and Mabel were ready to return to the wild. Rescued as orphans, they had spent months under the care of their caregiver. Finally, they gave her one last glance, as if to say thank you before stepping into the wild, the place where they truly belong.
terrible condition in Margate, UK. She was taken to a rehabilitation center, and these images capture the heartwarming moment she was released back into the sea. Watch as Dolly swims toward freedom, leaving her tough past behind.
These guys worked so hard to release the wolf, only for it to run away with a stick. Don't worry, he got out of it.
And as always, they're usually a little... There we go. All right, watch him go off, yep.
Natural habitat at Gir Forest National Park in India.
These two Mexican wolves were released into the Blue Range Wolf Recovery Area and immediately bounded off, their tails wagging like happy little puppies, eager to explore their new home. Do you hear that? That's the sound of actual, physical, audible freedom. The Northern Arapaho tribe welcomed bison back to their land. She's so excited, she didn't even wave goodbye.
You're free, bud. You're free.
This little guy didn't need much, just a bucket and a push. Simple, cheap, and surprisingly effective. After a long journey of translocation, these giraffes are always excited to be back in Uganda. The best part of this release is that the family was kept together. After months of recovery, a rescued rhino mom and her baby were finally released back into the wild at a South African reserve. The pair had been cared for after surviving poaching attempts, and their return to the wild was beautiful. In this heartwarming release, a pet monkey is freed by its owner and quickly runs off, filled with excitement. It took a while happily playing and exploring. Now free, it can come and go as it pleases, living life on its own terms.
Hello, my love. Good job. You ready? Go.
Them free.
哎，手，你别舔了，那是你弟弟呀，你舔它干嘛呀？一会儿把他头舔秃噜皮了。那你舔吧，反正你弟弟有蛋蛋，你没有。你没有。
She ran like she knew it. Almost to say, wait, I'm really free? Then, with a leap of faith, he bounded off into the wilderness, ready for a fresh start. She gets a whole field. 13 parrots, who have probably been chattering about this day non-stop. Time to release the platypus. Unleash the Kraken! One last look to say thank you, and it's goodbye forever. After months of care at the Hoedspruit Endangered Species Center, the genets were finally ready for release. Their food was hidden, encouraging them to search and stay sharp. With hearts full of hope, kids who had grown close to the genets assisted in their release. As they scampered into the wild, it was clear they would adapt well.
Everybody ready?
Greg the koala always taking his sweet time. An osprey was released back into the wild at Fort Myers Beach. After a period of rehabilitation, the bird spread its wings and flew into the skies, finally returning to where it truly belongs. Birds are just meant to be in the sky after all. Mandated by the Vermont Institute of Natural Science, after successfully catching a mouse, he was ready to release. At first, he stumbled. It had been a while since the bird was able to be on its own. But after a brief moment, he took flight and soared off, finally free to hunt.
Alright, back up, see if he goes.
We'll go.
He didn't even finish his apples. Dude? Seriously?
After 4 months of rehabilitation at the Ramona Wildlife Center, a young mountain lion was finally released back into the wild. Orphaned after their mother was hit by a car, the cub and her sister were rescued and cared for by the San Diego Humane Society. While her sister still recovers from a fracture, this brave cub is ready to embrace the wild once more. Witness the release of Brano, a 2-year-old male lynx from Slovakia, into the Rhineland-Palatinate forest. After being safely removed from Boston's Logan Airport, a snowy owl couldn't wait to be free. Norman Smith, director of the Blue Hills Trailslide Museum, released the owl on Duxbury Beach. Eager to escape, the owl was ready to go even before he let him go, soaring gracefully into the sky. Hit by a car in 2013, this endangered panther spent nearly 2 years recovering at White Oak Conservation. In 2015, he ran free again in Okeechobee County, making him one of only 120 in the wild. Back into nature, no more stinking up homes. Were finally given their chance at freedom. When the gate opened, the hippos hesitated, too scared and confused to step out at first. Then, with a splash, they dove straight into the water, their bodies gracefully sinking into the cool depths, just like nature intended. "15, 23 Bosnian mountain horses were released into the wild Lika plains of Croatia. As they took their first steps into freedom, you couldn't look away from the sight. Once the gates opened, these caracals paused, taking in the vastness of their new home. Then, with one last look, they dashed off into the distance, free once more in the wild.
These parrots were sadly captured by poachers, but thankfully they were rescued.
The doors open, and suddenly, the sky fills with wings. This little blue penguin waddled back to the ocean like it was entirely his idea the whole time. Rates of dolphin streamings globally, but luckily, these two had a happy ending. These 17 zebras were released onto Mufasa in South Africa after bringing the total to 38 in just 4 weeks. Eager to explore their new home, they wasted no time rushing out into the reserve. Their arrival will help balance the vegetation, creating a healthier habitat for all species on the reserve. This osprey wastes no time heading home. After getting fitted with a GPS tracker, this alligator is now part of a University of Georgia study. The device logs his location every hour, so yeah, he's basically on Find My Reptile.
Greater kudus are finally free, leaving all their troubles behind. Many volunteers admit these moments move even the toughest among them, and it's easy to see why.
The gate opens, and the forest welcomes back a king. Just hope there are no campers around. This great blue heron came back to the rookery, and the rookery welcomed her with open arms. This rehabilitated frigate bird, eager for freedom, was released from the SS Jolly Bridge in Florida. As soon as it was airborne, it soared into the wind, finally free to spread its wings. Tommy the koala, rehabbed and returned to his eucalyptus trees.
Come on, go.
Small, armored, and surprisingly quick, this armadillo paused for a second, then scurried straight into the brush.
啊，我可以。哎，讲，我这讲什么天气？讲。
pelicans hit the air fast. No warm-up needed. Cows were released for the first time of the year. Excited, they charged out into the field, racing towards the grass in a joyful stampede. Some of them are literally jumping around sideways because of how happy they are. This possum hesitated for a moment after being released, lying still as if unsure about what was going on. But once it realized it was free, it shook off the fear and dashed into the wild. This rare Amur tiger was relocated after preying on village dogs. Now he's free in protected wilderness.
There's movement. What's her name?
Oh, it's a young one.
It is a young one.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
This coyote got one look at open land and was gone. Months ago, this coyote was on death row. 3 months later, it's healed and back where it belongs. You can bet he's gonna start howling about this later. Calm during transport, explosive the second the crate opened. Heavy footsteps, slow stare, then full speed into the water.
Check out this whale shark, rescued and finally returning to the ocean.